Good morning, Year 10s. Since this is our last ever lesson with me and you in Year 10, I thought I would do it a little bit differently. Obviously, I do have you next year for Year 11, so that I wasn't meaning it's our last lesson ever. First of all, I just wanted to say a huge thank you. You've all been doing brilliantly. I've had so many worksheets. I've seen so many quizzes done. And I know that it's been hard for some of you, and I know the content is quite hard. So I just wanted to say you should all be really proud of yourselves. You're doing a superb job. So well done. And for those of you that are caught up with all the worksheets and all the quizzes, have a fantastic restful holiday. And the rest of you, if you can, please can you continue working on the worksheets and the quizzes if you have fallen behind. And you can send them to me throughout the holidays, and then I can check them and I'll let you know how you're doing. Just a few things, and that's why I'm using a screen reader and not a video. Hopefully you all saw the email that I sent you where I did some mind maps. I just want to show you how they relate in case you didn't pick it up. Okay, so what we are busy doing in Know-It-All Ninja was you should have gone onto the course. And then you could see that here is modern technology. I have a feeling I'm not signed in. But anyway, here's modern technology. So you can click on modern technology and you can see we've got communication, features, selection, and implication. And if I go back to my mind map, you can see there I've got communication, features, implications, and selection. So this mind map here actually covers this whole section here, this whole module, which is your modern technologies. So what I was saying is, if you revise just using this one piece of paper, if you can tell me everything about everything on this page, you've pretty much covered everything in here. Okay, so you can, what I would do is I would use the mind map to remind yourself of stuff, and if you look at it and you go, oh, I can't really remember what tethering is, then you can go to communication technologies and you can go and have a look where the word tethering comes up over there, and you can have a read what tethering actually is. Okay, so you can use your mind map to kind of work through and decide what you know, what you don't know, but this covers the whole section, so it's quite nice and easy, just one piece of paper to revise from. And you should see that I've made you, so this one was a little bit different, because this I made, if you have a look in the, I'm jumping about now, but this one, this one was the external threats. So I actually made you what a small mind map might look like, but that is actually here. You can see external threats, and that's the threats to data. So if you have a look, there's your heading, threats to data, the three sections, and if I go back to my mind map, you can see I've got internal, external, and why systems are attacked. And this is actually the worksheet that you've done this week. So if you haven't done it yet, this is what it's all about. Okay, so you've got your mind maps here that I created for you. From going forward, if you make the mind maps yourself, you would have also seen that I did the Cornell notes for you about threats to data. So all I did there was, as the video was going, I actually made some notes. And then after that, I looked at making what kind of questions they might ask in the exam about the notes I made. And then I cheated here a little bit. I just copied the summary of Know-It-All Ninja. So you can just do that, or you can summarize your own. If there's keywords, like I said, if tethering, if you're not sure what things like that mean, put them down here in the summary. And yeah, that should give you, if you've got Cornell notes and mind maps and notes and maybe some flip cards with specific words on, you should be perfectly organized and ready for the exam in January. So what I'd like you to do for today's lesson is actually just make sure you're caught up on everything. So, oops, I didn't mean to click on that. So, first of all, make sure that you have done the worksheets and the quizzes for modern technologies and these 4 sections. Make sure that you've looked at my mind map, either create your own one, or if you want to print mine, that's fine. Make sure that you've done the impact of modern technologies, which is these, about the modern teams, the stakeholders, and the impact on organizations and individual. And finally, the threats to data, so the external, internal, and why systems are attacked. For those think, how many have we got? So 3, 5, and 4. So 12 sections. For those 12 sections, please can you make sure today that you've done all the worksheets, make sure you've done all the quizzes, looked at my mind maps to make sure you've covered all the sections, maybe make yourself some flip cards if you don't know specific words, maybe make yourself some Cornell notes, keep them all nice and neatly. If you need, I can give you folders, I can send you books, or you can come and see me in the week if you're watching this beforehand. I'm happy to do that during holidays as well. And yeah, so that's, please make sure you've done all that, so the first 12 sections, and then we can go into year 11 nice and ready to finish off our revision for the exam in January. Other than that, have a brilliant, let's go back to this. Other than that, have a brilliant summer holidays. Please be safe, catch up on all the work you've missed, and also at the same time get some rest and just enjoy being with your family and friends. And I really look forward to seeing you when you come back in year 11. So thank you for everything and have a good week.